two things that I kind of saw in the competition is if the mount position was taken, that was a little bit of difficulty dealing with, as well as sometimes when we wound up in the closed guard, it was okay getting out of the closed guard. Wasn't like horrible or anything, but it was like, okay, those are the only two things that I really saw that we needed to work on. There was a little bit on the guard passing, dealing with the far leg. We're also going to knock that out too, but really, I think I saw that one time, and it was just like, oh, we can take care of that. That's really so. Just dealing with the mount, we're going to go super basic, okay? And that's just our basic trap and roll. And whenever we wind up here, a lot of times the hands are on the ground, okay? Now, remember, just because his collar's right here in front of my face, in front of my hands, hey, don't go for here. Try to collar choke. Okay, he's gonna submit you there. And remember, we were talking about this last week. Scoot up a little bit, so yeah, that way it kind of sucks. There. Good mount now. Okay, so we were talking about it last week is, man, this is the worst place to be apart from
Roll over a little bit.
here. Okay, just a little flip over, and now I'm in the worst place possible. Okay, him being on my back, especially back mounted, or him being mounted on top of me. Only one thing should be going to my head is escaping. Actually, one is keeping safe, but two is escaping. Okay, I need to keep safe here. It's defense. Okay, a lot of people like to try to be sneaky and set up submissions from here. Those people also get caught a lot. I was gonna say probably get caught a lot. No, they get caught a lot. It's fun catching those people because they're like, I do this to lower belts and it's fun. And you catch them, they're like, nobody ever catches me with that. Oh yeah, because you're doing to people who don't know as much jiu-jitsu. So you can get away with it, like little things like that. But I don't like thinking I'm getting away with things. I like knowing whatever I'm gonna do is gonna work against whoever I'm doing it against. My jiu-jitsu is not sneaky at all. You know what I'm doing. And I tell y'all exactly what I'm doing. I'm like, I'm going for this. I would rather have super strong jiu-jitsu just in the technique and the efficiency of it, instead of being like, I'm gonna trick you, Can't expect to trick everybody because some people have seen a lot of tricks, okay? So, what I wanna do is when I'm here is we work our basic drop and roll, because a lot of times immediately the people's hands are on the ground, okay? What we do, we go ahead and we wrap, and we wanna wrap, and we wanna make sure when we're wrapping as strong as we can, okay? What happens is sometimes we wrap here and we get used to the relaxation of just drilling is I just wrap lightly, but pull your arm out, DJ. Okay, I need to be tensing that up a little bit, okay? When we're drilling, we need to make sure while we're with our partners, I wrap the arm, pull it out a little bit. Okay, feels good? Okay. You need to talk with our partners and be like, hey, does that feel good? And if your partner can test it, we have a tester on top of us. And in every aspect of our training and our jiu-jitsu, we have somebody who can test it to make sure we're doing okay. We just need to push the test button. Test. Good, it works. Okay? Now, just say, hey man, does it feel tight? Yes. Does it feel tight? No. Okay, let's work that a little bit. How's that feel? All right, come on. How's that feel? Good. All right, yeah, okay. All right. Would I catch that if I was actually like working? No, probably. And you'd be like, not against me, but anybody else, yeah. Communicate with your partners, guys. It's because that's what we're there for. Everybody here is we're part of a team, and we're all here to help each other get better. The thing is, we also need to use the people in our team to help us get better. That's what we're here for. Okay. So take the time while you're repping stuff. Cinch it up tight. Now we're going for arm bars. It's like hold it, and it's like, oh hey, do you feel like you could escape? Squeeze the legs a little bit tighter. Because if we're letting our partners rep, and it doesn't feel good, and we're just like, I'm just gonna let them do it. Man, they're just gonna keep doing it wrong. You're gonna be like, this sucks, But when they're doing it right, you're like, oh yeah, that's good. It's like lighten up on it a little bit. You got it tight. Okay. Communicate with your partners. It will help you. Okay, because then they're gonna communicate with you, and it's gonna help them. Okay. So, what we're going to do is most of the time when we get mounted, we're always thinking, pushing, I want to make him give me space. There's nothing wrong with holding him. Now, we always talk about I need to get comfortable in bad positions. Get comfortable under pressure. Because if I'm holding him here, there is nothing he can do to me. If you roll with Eric and you mount him, you probably feel him doing this a lot. He's like one of the hardest people. When I mount him, he does this to me, and I'm like, crap. Because I have to push or pull. So I hug the person here. But the thing is, as DJ starts pushing and pulling, look where his hands are. His hands are on the ground. So if I'm dealing with a self-defense situation, the person's like ready to punch me, of course I need to put their hands on the ground. Guys, we wear the pajamas for a reason. Grab the sucker and pull him down. You know, because if he's got clothes, I'm going to grab his clothes and I'm going to pull him down. Now, of course, the clothes tear. If the clothes start tearing, I'm hugging the person, I'm hugging them tight. You see where my head is. I'm hugging them. Okay? This isn't hugging them. Okay? If you hug people like, if you're hugging people like this, you probably don't like them very much. Okay? This is your best friend on top of you right now. Okay? Give them a big hug. Okay? So next time somebody hugs you and they're like, you'll be like, don't hug me. Okay? We need to grab hold and hold them down. So when I'm here, I can bump, make his hands hit the ground and hug. Or if I'm having trouble, because we practice good high mount, high, pinch the knees, yeah. You see, he doesn't really fall too much. Like, especially if he wants to stay up. I kick my legs up, kind of like I'm doing a jackknife, and then I hug. Now I'm here. I'm low, but I walk up high on his body. Because now he's going to start pushing. Because he doesn't like to be here. Now I can start finding the arm, but you see how tucked in I am, how close my face is. I need to keep myself protected. But the thing is, there's very little space. There's nothing he can do to attack me. Now I can start trapping and rolling. And again, I'm too close to him for him to set anything up. I can keep close to him like this. We're working posturing. We're going to work the closed guard from a slightly different angle today. Okay? And it's going to be from very low. Okay? It's going to be really easy. But it's a lot of stuff that I used to do because I used to have horrible posture. I never learned how to do it right. I was like purple or brown belt when I finally started realizing, oh, I'm just doing it wrong. Because I was all here instead of here. Okay? So we practice this first to warm up. Okay? But we're going to wind up here with a lot that we're doing today. Because this is also going to protect us from like the punches and everything. Okay? Remember, we either want to be too close to the person for them to even have space to do anything, or too far away for them to even be able to touch us. Super postured, or I'm smothering him here. So the same thing for the escape. I'm smothering him, but kind of smothering myself, but I'm going to be okay. That's the thing. I'm very comfortable underneath this person because I know what I'm doing is going to keep me safe. Okay? It's much better having him crush me than punching me in the face. Okay? And take the lesser of the two evils. Ah, he's a little bit heavy on top of me. Well, it's better than me being knocked out and not knowing what's going on. Okay? So, one more time, we're just going to be here mounted, just doing the trap and roll portion of it, and then we'll move on from there. Your partner can be up. I can bump and make him put the hands around. Practice a couple of each of them, but get used to clenching tight and holding your head up off the ground. Get as close to them as possible, even if it's pulling them on top of you, okay? So I bump, I get him to the ground, I hold, I squeeze as tight. I squeeze tight. I'm also doing like a sit-up one here. You see, like posture? You see how I'm still keeping connected to him, my head. I'm sitting up the whole time because now my arms can take a little bit of load off of them. Okay, because if I'm just holding with my arms, I'm like flat out. I'm putting my feet on the ground. I'm doing a sit-up as I hold him to keep connected to him. Now I start wrapping the arm. I try to trap it. Make sure you give your partner plenty of time to hide their hand. You notice DJ, every single time I wrap his arm, he hugs my back. If you leave your hand flat on the ground, it's going to bend those fingers backwards. So when your partner's here, communicate. Is it tight? Everything feels snug? Your hand's safe? Yeah, he's good? Okay, I'm good. Boom. Drop and roll him. Stay close. And we're just going to get here, blocking the biceps. You can come up and pin if you want to, or just stay low here, smother the moves. Okay? Easy? Let's rip it out, won't you?